All right, here we are. We have, since the last live video I put up, there was a downward trend. Still going on is the bear cycle. Um, Last time we spoke, we were at this point here, and it just decided to keep going down. It wasn't a break in the Bollinger Band, so I went ahead and invested my Bitcoin short, my $200, just at this point here. Just show you. I invested at 126 yesterday, and I want to be very transparent. I want to be very transparent with what I'm doing so you can follow. So I decided to invest in Bitcoin short when it was at this candle here. Now, my strategy is that when I'm investing in short, there's two things that can go wrong. If you invest in short when it's already going down with an ongoing red candle, chances are you're going to lose this money in 2 days with these two candles here. So it's best to go during, for example, during a bear market, a bear trend. I'm waiting for the green candle to come up. Either it can stop here or it can stop here, but generally it won't go past this line. Now, I took the risk and bet my Bitcoin short position here, and now I'm going to be taking profits past this point. So the reason why I did that was, again, the cycle I found on this particular day didn't go past the Bollinger Band. It hit a support line on my imaginary line that I created, and it bounced back up, but I knew it would bounce up within the bear cycle. Once it bounces up, it's going to come back down and return to the support line, if not going past it. My aim is to only make 10-20%, and then I'm going to pull out and wait for the next cycle. In theory, I really want to see the band go past. Sorry, I really want to see the candle going past the bottom Bollinger Band. And that's when I'll make the move to change my position and bet in a long position. So I'm only looking at the daily chart, as you can see, and these are the settings I use for the simple moving average, Bollinger Band, my stock RSI, and my slow stock RSI. My MACD settings are 12, 26, 9, and that's what the setting I use for the daily chart for Bitcoin in particular. Now, I don't want to go into too much of the stock RSI, but from what I'm telling you is when there's a direct reflection of the slow stock RSI line going up by 50% from the inflection line, then there has to be a reflection towards the daily chart candlestick. So from the inflection point was from here and here. There's not much movement. There's still an ongoing trend going downwards. And that's just telling me nothing has changed. So that's a good indication of when the stock RSI reaches a certain point and goes down while the MACD line is negative. That's when it's going to hit hard. That's when it's going to really drop down in price. Now, this is just a waiting game. I don't know if I came in too early to bet short, but I'm treating the $200 I raised, to recycle trash as, $2,000, $20,000. Just applying my strategy and keeping it consistent. I noticed I started mixing strategies with other people on YouTube and other friends' advice. I ended up losing money. So I haven't lost any money keeping my strategy, knock on wood, and we'll keep it at that. So again, patience is the game here. I plan to exit when the candlestick is on the bottom line of the Bollinger Band or near it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Also, if I see any bullish activity, meaning when well, none of this is bullish activity here, but as you can see, this is a good indication of a bull. If I bet here and it went down and I saw this line, this is a good indication because it is. In my last video online, I showed you that when the next day's candle closes above the previous day's open, then it's a bull indication. This one closed above the previous day's open, which was here, and I'll just give you a better line viewpoint. If this is higher than the previous day's open, there's a good bull indication. This is the general rule that I follow. Once it closes below the previous day's open, that is a bearish candle. So this is a very excellent indication. It's out of the Bollinger Band. If we look on the stock RSI, it hasn't been in my oversold area, but it's still a very good indication because this is the general rule I like to follow, is when there's a bearish signal line outside of the upper Bollinger Band, then I look at my trading levels. It's a lot higher than the previous day's green candle. I'll just quit from there. When the MACD is positive, and I'm looking at reversal trends on the volume ticker, I like to say is when there's a reversal, the red candle in general, the general rule is the red candle should be higher than the previous day's green candle. That's a good reversal indicator, but in this case it's not. It's a bit lower. It's lower because there's a positive MACD. So in correlation, when there's a positive MACD, meaning when the line is above this line here, the middle line, this means positive. All this area is positive, and I'll show you a bit better. This whole area is positive. Once it crosses the line here, this whole area is negative. Okay. When it's positive, I look at my volume ticker and it hits just below, and it's pretty close to meeting the previous day's green volume amount. So that means, again, it's looking pretty close to a reversal. I would bail out here if I did, and I have previously. I wouldn't call it a bearish yet until I go past the support lines. This green line here and this yellow line here are my support lines. Once this candle hit below this middle Bollinger line, the black line, that's a good indication that there is a bearish trend coming very soon for me. And what I would do is then bet short on the next bull candlesticks. So I would bet short here, and then just hold until it comes outside the Bollinger Band. I would have probably conservatively sold my short position here. The stock RSI is oversold. It is pretty close to the support line that I created, but there's a strong momentum with the MACD. And not knowing what the market would do, I would pull out my position here. In theory, I could have held on. Instead of not pulling out, I could have held on to my short position, waiting for the green candle to come outside or past this black line, but it didn't. So yeah, it would have been good to hold. I would have made probably 100% return here, or close to it. And now we're at this position here. Like I said before, we haven't had any bullish trends or any kind of movements, indicators. Nothing is happening. While this stock RSI is going up, I'm not going to see as much bearish kind of movement going on. It's probably going to be going up and down, up and down. It's not going to be moving very much until this slow stock RSI line is going down. Once it goes down, while the MACD is negative, while there's a bearish movement going on, then that's when things really happen. That's when things really start moving. So there it is. That's my trade. I'm happy with it. And again, what I'm using is TradingView. It's just a platform that I use. It's tradingview.com. I'll put a referral link on my description if you want to get signed up and using the chart, because this chart gives me everything that any stockbroker platform, crypto broker platform couldn't give me. I like to customize my own settings. I like to use my own settings based on my strategy, and there isn't anything else that I found that is pretty close to TradingView without breaking the bank with membership fees. So I pay, I think, $100 a month, a year, US, and that's well worth it because I use this daily basis. So there it is. I've just completed my trade, and we'll come back when I'll post up a video when I decide to pull out. So I'm going to post this video now. It is the 17th of December, 10:24 a.m. Australian time. And I'll see you soon. Thank you.